TweetDeck is a great tool that journalists and newsrooms around the world are using to create a custom Twitter experience. So to set up and monitor different lists, searches, accounts that they find relevant to their beat. They're using the filters to really find the signal and the noise quickly. And they're managing multiple accounts and scheduling tweets and whatnot. So TweetDeck has really kind of become this interface, this one-size-fits-all interface for journalists to be more efficient and faster in their work. I think the first step for getting on Twitter and being comfortable as a journalist is setting up an account and start listening to people that you respect. Maybe find other journalists in your newsroom and follow them, or set up a list with journalists that you admire, and just kind of notice how they're tweeting and how they share content. Then the first step is sharing a link to a story you've done, and then maybe getting more creative. As you're covering a story, develop it on Twitter in bits. In 140 characters at a time. Share the story when it's done. Answer questions that are coming from people. Look for opportunities to ask questions to the audience. Maybe you cover a very specific beat and in a community, and so you do a call to action of what would you like me to cover, who would you like me to interview. Just these types of things, and you'll be really surprised the response you get. And that's really the magic moment, when you start realizing that you're not just broadcasting out in a one-to-many way, but these people are kind of engaging back with you, and it makes it so powerful. One of my favorite things to do is take a link to an article. Say you publish an op-ed, in whatever newspaper you work for. Do a search on TweetDeck for that link to see who's sharing your content today, and literally read what they're saying about it. And some of it might encourage you to write back at them and to say, hey, thank you, or interesting, I didn't think of that. Maybe there are things they brought up that are questions you wish you would have asked, or angles you didn't take. But it just is so fun to get a real-time feedback loop of what people are saying about your stories. And sometimes maybe it's a little scary, but most of the time it isn't. It's actually just fun.